That's a sign of incompetence. Wee. That's a sign of incompetence. Wee. I did not think I would be doing this video. I probably shouldn't bank that. But here we are, unfortunately, because, well, marriage, relationships, love in general. Y'all thought I was gonna say men, right? People in general. Pick your husband, future husband, pick your future wife very wisely, okay? Because after this video, you'll realize why I'm going cuckoo. So I stuck to the green because I didn't feel like changing the colors, but now that I think about it, it should have been red. You guys have to be mindful of red flags, and when you see them, run. Do not get married. Y'all see that ring? Do not get married until you know for sure that the person you're dealing with is not a red flag. Have you ever had your married friend invite you over to their place and you're not being sneaky, but you realize that something is a little off? Anytime you come over, you start realizing that some task in their marriage always seems to fall to just one person, even when you know both of them are capable of getting whatever the task needs to be done. Or maybe you've heard things like, oh, I can't do it as well as you do, or I always mess it up when I try. See, it may come across as innocent to some of y'all, but what if I told you that it is a tactic? It's called weaponized incompetence, and it's way more common in relationships, specifically marriages, than we both may think. Weaponized incompetence, the best way I can put it, is pretty much when someone pretends they can't do something. That's literally it. Or they do it so badly that the other person just gives up and handles it themselves. And I know it sounds harmless at first to some people. To me, it is a red flag already. You may be thinking, oh, they're just not good at it. But over time, when this thing keeps repeating itself, you will realize that you are single in your marriage. Now, don't get it twisted. This happens in both directions too. Husbands and wives do it as well, but in different ways depending on the situation. And let me tell you, it can mess up your marriage in many ways you would not have thought. So this is just my example of a husband's incompetence. A wife asks her husband to do the laundry. Instead of just following the simple steps, he throws everything in the washer. Colored clothes, white clothes, doesn't matter. He pours too much detergent. He probably presses the wrong buttons and he just calls it a day. And when the clothes come out still dirty and looking a mess, he'll look at you and say, wife, see, I told you I should not have done it. You should probably handle it next time. And maybe the first time it's like, okay, he made a mistake, maybe. But after the third and the fourth and the fifth time, it starts feeling intentional, and most likely it is. You're not going crazy. He is. It's honestly just a way for him to avoid doing laundry in the future. And mind you, this doesn't apply to just laundry. It could be anything. The videos we're about to watch will help you because he knows she'll eventually think, ugh, it is just easier if I do it myself. And that's the trap. That's exactly where he wants you to be, and you just fell for it. Now, on the flip side, the wives do this too. Take, for example, finances. I know there are some women right now say, oh, I don't really want to talk about this. No, you have to listen. When it's time to do the budget or pay bills, she might act confused or overwhelmed, saying, I don't understand any of the bills, or you're better at handling money than I am. Maybe she even forgets to pay the credit card bill, which freaks her husband out. So he decides, you know what? Let me just take over because clearly she does not know what she's doing. And just like that, she is off the hook for managing the finances, and he's stuck with all the stress of making sure everything is paid in time. Sure, it might look like she just doesn't get numbers, but after a while of her doing this continuously, it's like, is she really that clueless, or does she not want to just deal with it? What's interesting is how this incompetence looks different for husbands and wives. Like, people just assume men are bad at housework or that women don't get how to handle the bills. So it's easy to ignore for some because it feels normal. But regardless of who's doing it, it leaves one person carrying most of the load, no pun intended, while the other one just avoids responsibility altogether. And that's where it becomes a problem. Now, the real issue with this entire thing is not just about the laundry or the bills. It's about what happens when one person consistently ends up with way more on their plate. That person, usually the one taking on all the extra work, starts feeling frustrated, unappreciated, or even resentful. It's that consistent feeling of asking yourself, why do I always have to handle everything? Meanwhile, the person who's being incompetent doesn't have to deal with any of the stress. And over time, as you can imagine, it creates a huge imbalance in their relationship, which can chip away their trust, respect, as well as their emotional connection, because that's what got them there in the first place. Hey, I'm not throwing shade. It's all facts. It's all facts. Now, I want to be clear, but I'm going to clear my throat first. It's not wine. I don't drink, y'all. This is cranberry juice. Don't ask me why I make this face. Well, it's tart, but I love cranberry juice. Trust me.
Brother,
As I was saying, I want to be clear. This doesn't apply to couples who have agreed on traditional roles and are happy with the division of labor in their marriage. Some couples are totally on the same page with this. Maybe one person takes care of all the household chores because that's what they have decided works for them, while the other handles finances or the outside work. If that is what you have agreed on and both people are content, that is not weaponized incompetence. Do not get it twisted. That is just a relationship that works for y'all. The key difference in this is that both people are in agreement and no one's manipulating the situation to avoid pulling their weight. That's it. Now that you all have an idea of what weaponized incompetence is, we're gonna watch some very disturbing clips. To some people, some of y'all may see this and be like,
I think that's my wife.
or
I think that's my husband.
regardless of what it is, we're just gonna watch the clips. Let's take a look.
Hey, I got you some water and more of your medication. I'll just leave it right here. Sorry, I totally forgot you were up here. I fell asleep watching the game downstairs. So how you feeling? You all right? The same? All right. Oh, I wanted to ask you, did it start in like your throat? It did? No, I'm starting to feel something too. I think I might have what you have. I should probably rest and take it easy the rest of the day myself. Might have to call out of work tomorrow. All right, what'd you want to do about dinner? No, I know you feel terrible now, but it's only like 2:30. You think you'll feel good enough to cook at like 5 or 6?
So clearly that's a skit, but it still applies. And as we go on, you'll realize that the skits are very true, all right? They're very disturbing, actually. And if you guys see me smirking or appearing to be laughing or whatever, I'm really trying to not get mad because it's very disturbing to see that some people actually live like this in their marriages. If I were sick, God forbid, and my husband said, "What about dinner?" I can't say it on camera, but let's just say you will see your way to find your own dinner.
No, okay. All right, no, it's fine. I guess I could DoorDash something or figure something else out. I'll just check on you in a couple hours just to be sure, though. Also, the stuff on the side of the washing machine is starting to pile up, the clothes and stuff, which, no, I can't wash. I don't know how to work the washing machine. There's way too many buttons. No, it's fine. You know what? After I shower, I'll just pick something out of the dirty laundry. Don't worry about it. Okay. All right. Oh, also the stuff in the sink, all the dishes and stuff. What do you want to do? No, I know you have your way of washing them. I don't want to mess it up. Okay. All right. No, it's fine. You know what? I'll just let them soak, and then we'll see how you're feeling in a few hours. We'll deal with it then. Other than that, everything's good. Okay. You good? All right. I'll be downstairs watching the game if you need me. Text me.
So this was under weaponized incompetence, but mixed in with it is a lot of actually, it's not even passive. It is aggressive. And if I had a friend whose husband was like this, I would probably ask him if he hates his wife. There's just no way you could be that inconsiderate. There is a way, because it's happening. Why would I be doing this video?
Yeah, where are you at? I've been calling you for a while. Where are you at? I'm at the store getting some things for the house. Like, what's going on? I've been gone for 25 minutes. What's going on? I need your help with the kids, like right now. Like, one of them needs a diaper change. The other one needs their bottle. The other one needs to go outside and play. I need you here. Well, change the diaper, fix the bottle, and go outside. Like, why do you need me there for that? You do that stuff way better than I do. Like, I need you here right now to do this. Like, let's switch places. I'll go do what you're doing. So you don't know how to change a diaper and make a bottle and step outside and watch the kids for a few minutes so I can run these errands for the house? You do all of that stuff better. Now I need you here right now. Like, what don't you understand? Why are you acting like you don't know how to take care of the kids? Like, this is so annoying. Annoying? Okay, I got your annoying when you get home. Now you either be here in 5 minutes or you will come. Like, I'm leaving the kids here by themselves. You gonna leave the kids at home by themselves for what? To teach me a lesson? Like just give me a few minutes. I'm shopping for us. Like what is wrong with you?
I'm hungry.
You hear that? They look. He's hungry, and I'm leaving right now. Oh my God, I'm on the way. Oh my God, I just can't never do anything. All right, I'll see you when you get here. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm home, and I'm gone. Bye.
A lot of women are married, but a lot of women are married and single more than they know. And if you mix in weaponized incompetence and then with the narcissist, I feel like they almost go hand in hand because narcissists are, I know the word is overused. It's actually exhausting at times when somebody uses it in the wrong sense. But when you mix in both of those things and then the aggressiveness, it sounds so draining. And I have seen a lot of women, a lot of married women, stuck in situations where when they leave the child with the husband views it as babysitting his child. Sir, that is your you cannot babysit what is yours. Or the wife is uneasy when we're out and about because the children are left with the husband. The daddy, the pappy of them kids. Why are you uneasy? But situations like this, toxic nonsense, actually. Oh my days. Oh, if you, no.
So I just got back from the store, and my husband goes, "Did you enjoy your time? That was the other half to my Christmas gift." I'm like, "Where? What is it?"
I babysit for hours. I babysat for hours.
He says, "Freedom. You were gone for 2 hours, and I babysat.
By
Your gift was
yourself.
freedom. Baby, I love you," and he kissed me.
I was home with the baby. The greatest gift of all for a mother. I love you.
I don't know this couple or the ins and outs of their relationship, but I don't have to. I'm simply reacting to the video that she posted. This is the thing. Some men use motherhood as a means of control. What do you mean he gifted you the gift of freedom for 2 hours while he babysat his own child? Sir, you don't babysit your own child. She's not babysitting when you leave. When you're going to go play golf or going to work or doing whatever, she's not babysitting. That's your child together. That child should be the responsibility of the two of you. Some men don't want to be fathers. They want you to be a mother. They love the idea of you not being able to just get up and go. They know that a baby will slow you down, and that's why some of them impregnate you. If they feel like you'll leave them, if they feel like you got too much freedom, if they even have the slightest fear that while you're out, you might find somebody younger, cuter, more with more money. If they have even the slightest doubt, they want to slow you down. They'll impregnate women on purpose to ensure that, you know what, you can't just get up and go like that. Like now you have to run things through me. You'll need a sitter or you have to take that child with you. And it's intentional. It is systematic and methodical. But some men, like I said, they don't want to be fathers. They want you to be a mother as a means of control.
We're honestly just halfway in and I feel like I'm going to crash out. The fact that some marriages are actually like this, not even marriages sometimes, it's just relationships in general. Tart. Cranberry's tart. Because I'm like, why is it spicy? But spicy wouldn't be the right word. It's tart. I like 100% cranberry.
All right, I looked around like you said, and I don't think anything needs to be done. Okay, if you want me to fold the clothes, then you need to tell me to fold the clothes. I'm not a mind reader. Okay. Write me a list of things that need to get done, and I'll get them done, okay? Otherwise, I'm just gonna be playing guessing games. What? Oh. What? Folding clothes.
If I saw my husband rolling up clothes like that, I probably would just let him. Just let him until he'll eventually get it right. Plus, if it's his clothes, roll them up. Roll them up until you learn how to fold clothes, because I know you know how to fold clothes. So if you want to roll them up, bud, or roll your way out the door, because I don't want to see that crab anytime, okay? And the whole spilling of ketchup, you guys are going to see it happening in real life, and I'm crashing out. By crashing out, I mean, like, I want to stop the video, but let's just keep going.
Hey, that guy hates you. Either that or he's acoustic, you know? He's not Lightning McQueen up here. He sees a duck and goes meow. Oh, what if he normally doesn't stock the fridge? Sure, yeah, maybe. But have you seen a fridge? Are there bags in there normally? I bet not. I kind of like these videos, actually, because anytime my girl and I get into a fight, I can be like, look, I'm dumb. At least I don't hate you.
Now, if you are a man or a woman and you see this image, what's the first thing you think of? Before you comment it down below, please put like a green heart so I know you're responding to just this. But what do you think when you open up a fridge and you see your wife or even your husband has done something like this? I'm waiting, and I'll be waiting in the comment section too. Also, if you're wondering,
Girl, just stop the video then if you're crashing out.
if I am crashing out over just this time, imagine what the women or the men that are dealing with freaking wives and husbands that are like this have to deal with on the regular basis. That is insane. I would lose my sanity, my dignity, being human. My entire being would be gone. I couldn't, wouldn't put up with that mess. And then we have this clip of a lady showing us how her husband did the dishes. You know, it only takes like 2 seconds to go on Google and see how a dishwasher is used if you actually have no idea. So the next video is the whole ketchup thing I was telling you guys about. Let's check it out. So the caption reads, I dropped some hot sauce and asked my fiance to clean it, and this is how it went. He failed. And then she went to test her son. And there was a comment that said, pretty much one of the moms was doing a good job and the other, which is the husband's mom, probably didn't do a good job at raising her son. And at some point in our lives, especially when we are adults, we just have to learn to correct what our parents did wrong. You can blame the grandma of this kid all you want, but at the end of the day, dad needs to learn how to have basic life skills. You do not need to have a girlfriend, a wife in your life to learn basic life skills. If you were by yourself, what would you do? Oh yeah, your house would be a pigsty. And then you have situations where the wife would take a picture and send it to the mom only to realize that that mom is a boy mom. And if you have not watched that video, I will put it here at the end screen of the video. If you are married to a mama's boy, how is life? I've heard some good stories and I've heard some very bad stories. Let me know. How's it going? How's your marriage? How's your sanity?
Every once in a while, I like to give my wife a break, so I'll take the baby from her, and about 10 to 15 minutes, I'll walk in the room and say, "Where's the baby?"
Are you kidding me?
When you do this, you constantly erode the trust that your partner has in you. I'm not trying to target this guy specifically, but we've all seen the videos, right? Mom finally fights past her guilt and shame and goes out and does something for herself. Comes home to chaos. Dad's on here making jokes about how they can't go to the grocery store without a visual list. Yes, I know there's nuance with ADHD. That's not what these jokes are about, though. Shows, movies. That one TikToker on here who blocked me who has the hotline for incompetent dads. Yes, we all know it's supposed to be a joke. It's not that serious. It is that serious. There's no excuse for weaponizing your incompetence. This sort of behavior is intentionally causing doubt. That video of the dad who's unloading the car comes in and the kid is on the table, asking for a detailed list or having your partner make the dinner so that they can go out and have an evening with their friends. Setting up all of the pins so you can knock them down and do it clumsily so that they don't feel encouraged to do it again. When you do things that cause doubt, you're breaking your partner's trust. Weaponized incompetence causes doubt, it causes anxiety, and it takes time and energy from the trusted default parent. When you say, okay, I'm gonna book the family's health appointments, and then you ask a bunch of questions, or you forget, or you don't put it on the joint calendar, or you don't look up how frequently your family needs to go to the doctor. When you say you're gonna take on a task and you don't do it in good faith, when you don't ask what parts of something need to be done, when you don't get the information that you need to be successful, and then follow through, you create doubt and anxiety. And sometimes you create such a kerfuffle that your partner is not going to ask you to do it again. And these jokes like this guy knows what he's doing. Not every case of weaponized incompetence is intentional, but some of it is. This behavior in cis-het relationships often causes women to sacrifice themselves, their sense of self, their career opportunities. It is insidious as hell. You think it's cute and funny, but it's stealing from your partner.
They think it's cute and funny until they go to their colleagues one day and like,
she just gave me the divorce papers out of nowhere.
No, there's a reason why she gave you those divorce papers, buddy. You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. You guys are not in an agreement. You guys have very bad communication. And let me stop myself right there, because sometimes the communication is good with one person and the other one just doesn't want to comply. That is draining. There's also that. Thank you, Jesus, for that thought, because I wasn't even thinking of it that way, but that is draining.
My husband did one load of dishes. It was like 6 cat plates, 3 children's plates, and like 4 mugs, and cleaned the sink, but he left me all of this. And I said, what the hell, that's not helping me. So what did he do? He came and he put the dishes away. But that's it. Am I wrong to be upset?
Now, some of y'all may have seen all that and were like, well, where are the videos where women are doing this and the men are calling them out? The reality of it, if you guys have watched some of my videos, is that society does not allow men to come out and pretty much show their feelings to the world. So yeah, thank you, society. The videos don't exist. I tried searching them up. I couldn't find them, but I know it happens. And I know some men suffer in silence, and that is just how it's going to be until, I don't know. At the end of the day, recognizing and stopping weaponized incompetence, like I've said, is all about communicating properly and taking responsibility for the role in your marriage. It's not about who's naturally better at certain tasks. It's all about making sure that both of y'all are contributing equally and respecting each other's time as well as each other's efforts. If y'all have agreed on roles and both of y'all are happy with the setup that you guys have come up with, then great. But if you notice that one of you is constantly taking on more because the other claims to not know how, it's time to hold an honest conversation. Marriage only thrives when both of y'all are invested and no one is left holding the bag of what the other person claims as so-called mistakes.